right, you guys, we're going to get started on this funky chunky hoodie. I am using Bernay Super Fluffy yarn. It is the weight Super Chunky 6, so you're going to need a Super Chunky 6, whether it's Bernay Super Fluffy or not. I'm also using a size 8mm hook, and I have my scissors here with me because we're definitely going to need those. But let's get started. Okay, we're going to start by making a slip knot. And we're going to chain 43. This is for the sleeve. We're starting off with the sleeve. So we're going to chain 43. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, we're going to make a chain of 43 to start with the sleeve, and I'll meet you back when you have 43 chains. Now that we have our 43 chains, we are going to double crochet into the second chain in our 43. We're going to do a double crochet, and we're going to double crochet all the way down the chain. So for those who are beginners, a double crochet, you're going to hook your yarn over, slide it underneath the chain, pull through the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. But we're going to do this all the way down the chain until we have 43 double crochets or 42 double crochets. Okay, now that we have our 43 double crochets, we are going to just turn our work. We are not going to make a turning chain. What we're going to do is we're going to single crochet into the first stitch, and then we are going to go into this first loop here of the single crochet and make another single crochet to stack that single crochet to make it like a double crochet. This is to make our edges even on our sleeve. Now we're going to go into the back loops of every stitch down this down our work for the third round. So here we go. We're going to double crochet into the back stitch. This is going to make that ridged effect. Again, double crochet into the back stitch of each double crochet. Okay, and this causes that ridged effect of the funky chunky sweater. And I'll meet you back once you get to the end of this row. Now that we're at the end of the third round, we are going to go into the back stitch of our last double crochet. And again, we are not going to do a turning chain. We're going to turn our work. And we are going to put that single crochet into the first stitch and then single crochet into the first loop to stack that single crochet so that we can have those even edges like I said before. Now we're going to do this for 14 rows to create the sleeve. So we're going to go into the back stitch of each and every one of these chains until we get to 14 rows. Now with your sleeve, you can make your sleeve bulkier if you like. If you want a bigger sleeve, so you would make more rows. If you would like your sleeve more baggy, but 14 creates a, you know, it's not tight, but it's not super baggy either, but it's up to you. So once you get to 14 rows, you can put it around your arm to see if you want it to be a little looser or if you want it to be tighter, but 14 is perfect for just a regular sleeve for this chunky sweater. All right, so I will meet you back here after we get 14 rows for the sleeve. All right, we finished 14 rows for the sleeve. We're going to want to do this twice. See, I have two 14 row panels on here. Well, there's 15 because our chain here, but 14 rows of double crochets backstitched. You see how it looks, how it turns out. And then you see how our straight our edges are due to us not doing a turning chain. But we finished the sleeves, you guys. So meet me back here when you finish your double sleeves so that we can start on the front panel and hood. See you in a second. Okay, now we're about to start the front panels and the hood. What you're going to do for the front panel is you're going to chain 34. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, you're going to chain 34, and then you're going to meet me back here after you chain 34. Now that we have 34 chains, we're about to get started on the front panel and hood. If you would like for your jacket to be bigger, because this is a medium that we're making, if you want it to be bigger, what you're going to do is you're just going to add more rows to fit your front half of the front side of your chest and stomach. And also, if you want this to be longer, because this is a cropped sweater, you're going to add more chains. So you can make it longer if you want to, and you're going to put this up from the top of your shoulder and going down to see how long you want it. But this is a cropped medium jacket. Okay, so we're just going to go with cropped medium, and you could customize it to the size that you would like. So let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet all the way. We're going to go into the second loop. I said loop, but we're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and we're going to double crochet all the way down. And we're going to do the same thing we did on the sleeves. It's just that we're only going to go 5 rows. We're going to do 5 rounds of double crochets, back stitch. We're still doing the back stitch throughout the whole tutorial. And like I said, we're going to do 5 rows of double crochets, and then you can meet me back here after you complete your 5 rows of double crochets, so I can show you how we're going to incorporate the hood in the front panel. Okay, meet me back here in a second. Okay, we have 5 rows. Now this is the shoulder basically. So if you would like for this, if you want this to be wider, then you can go more rows. It will not change the pattern. So this is the shoulder, which is 5 rows. And now we're about to go into the hood. What we're going to do is we're going to chain 34. Once you chain 34, you can meet me back here off of the edge of this shoulder panel. So chain 34 and meet me back. Okay, now that we have 34, this is going to be the hood. Now the hood is actually pretty big, as you can see in the pictures in the video. But this is our hood. This is our shoulder. Now what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet back down, all the way down this panel. And then you can meet me back here after you crochet, double crochet all the way down, and make sure you're going in the back stitches of the shoulder panel. Okay, darlings, we have our first row that is going to be attached, our hood, attached hood. So this is the first row straight this way, the first row. Now we are going to go 6. We want to do 6 rows. So this is 1, and then we're gonna, I'm starting my second row right here into the back stitches. We're gonna go 6 rows up, back and forth for the hood panel, and then we're gonna meet back so that we can finish off the hood. I'll show you what we're gonna do next after we finish 6 rows. Okay, so meet me back here after you double crochet in the back stitches all the way up the hood for 6 rows. So all the way up. So this part should count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get what I'm saying? And then meet me back here after you've gotten your 6 rows. Okay, honey bunnies, we have our 6 rows for the hood extension. Look what we did. Yes. So what we're going to do next is we're going to chain 1. We're going to cut here, and we'll get these ends, you know, tucked in here later. But now we're going to go to our next portion of this, where we're going to start right here in the center, because we're going to extend the hood out this way. So we're going to extend it out this way by 6 rows, but there will be some decreases. So let's grab our hook and our yarn and meet me back right here. All right, you guys, we are going to start here in the corner. We're going to attach our yarn in the corner where the hood and the shoulder. This is the hood, this is the shoulder. So we're going to go up the hood, and we are going to do some decreases. So we're going to double crochet all the way to the last 2 stitches. Okay, so we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet down here. And meet me when we have like 2 double crochets left at the end, so we can do a decrease. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna just, there's no back stitches, so we're gonna just have to go, you know, into each stitch. If you can see, like here, oops, I was about to do a single crochet, double crochet there, double crochet there, double crochet there. But this is the hood, the rest of the hood. Once we finish the hood, we are done with the front panel. We're going to make 2 of these as well, so that we can have both sides of our chest and hood, and we can attach them later. But we're going to go all the way up, and you can meet me back when you are 2 double crochets, when you have 2 double crochet stitches left. Okay, so you can pause this if I'm moving too fast, and if you have any questions, you can always hit me in the comment section. But we getting this done, ain't we, y'all? Period. Last 2 stitches left for this one. Since we are going into the chain that we created for the hood, we are going to skip this stitch and just make a double crochet. This is going to be our fake decrease. We're just going to skip that stitch, and then we're going to turn our work, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to create that stacked single crochet, and we're going to decrease from here. So we're going to go around like we're doing a regular double crochet. We're going to go in, we're going to pull, and we're going to pull through 2, and then we're going to go into this next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we did a decrease, and then we're going to continue to double crochet down the side of the hood. Now we're going to do this decrease like this for 6 rows as well. Now I want to show you what this is going to look like when you finish, just so that you can see the decrease here, like how it's going around, because we're, you know, sorry, I gotta tighten it up, but how we decreased like this is going to look like this. This is your front panel for your shoulder, your chest. This is the hood of one side. If you can see, this is a pretty nice size hood because it's going to be the same size there. But this is how it's going to look. I just really wanted to give you a preview so that you can, you know, see. It's going to like reach over the shoulder like 1 row, because you remember we did 5 for the shoulder, so it's going to be 1 row over from the shoulder. Okay, so let's get back to it. So yes, so we already did our decrease, and we are double crocheting in the back loops only, all the way down the hood, just to the hood though. We're not going anywhere else, right here, and then we'll go back and forth, and we'll repeat this for 6 rows. We're going to repeat the decrease on the top portion of our hood, not down here. We're just going to keep doing the same thing, but when we come back up, we're going to decrease in the last 2 stitches up and turn it, decrease, and go back down for 6 rows. We just did our first row. We got 5 more rows to go, and we will have our front panel and hood. And like I said, you're going to do this twice. You're going to meet me back up here so that I can repeat this decrease. Okay, so I'll see you in a second. All right, we're at the last 2 stitches at the top of the hood. This is our 3rd row from this center line, 1 2 3. So now we are going to decrease. We're going to go into this stitch, we're going to pull through 2 and go into the last stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2. We got another decrease. We're going to flip that, and we're going to do that again going down the hood, but we're going to start ours off like this: single crochet into the loop, stacked, then we're going to into that chain, pull through 2, into the next, pull through 2, pull through 2. Boom, look how we decrease in there for this hood. So we are going to do this. We already did 3 rows. This is about to be our 4th. Then we have 5th and 6th, and we will be finished with this panel. And again, we're going to do this twice because we need one side. If I can show you how it looks. One side here, shoulder, sleeves are going to go there. The hood here. Another one on the other side, shoulder, sleeve, and we have the last thing we have to do after we finish this hood is our back panel. And so meet me back here when you finish your 6 rows. Like I said, we should be on the 3rd row. 1 2 3. We're going 4 5 and 6, and we will be done with this panel. Yes, so meet me back here after you finish with that. All right, you guys, we finished the 2 panels. We have the 2 hood sides for the hood, and we also have the front panels, 2 front panels. They're just connected because it's going to give you a seamless hood attachment. Now we are going to get started on the back panel. The back panel is going to be double. It's going to be 38. You're going to chain 34 like we did on the front panel, but you're going to go across double the amount of times that you went here. So for me, I did 38 down for the crop sweater, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 rows, and I did that twice. So we're going to add that, double that, and we're going to go 22 rows for our back panel of double crochets in the back stitch. So it's going to turn out looking like this. This is my back panel. So I went across 22 for the back because that's going to fit both of my front panels once we connect it. And I'm going to show you in the next clip how it looks together before we stitch it together. But this is the back. So like I said, you're going to chain 34 just like you did before, and double crochet into the back stitch 22 rows, or however many, double however many rows that your front panel is. Again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. That means I'm going to need 22 for the back, because one panel is going to go here and the other panel is going to go here. So go ahead and get your one back panel done and meet me back here so we can put together our sleeves, because we have 2 sleeves two front panels and hoods, and one back panel. All right, I am excited for everybody to finish their jacket. And also I double crocheted some chunky yarn to just give mine a little bit of style here. So this is the front. So away from, if you want to have the embellishment like I did, or you can just have it regular. You don't have to have the embellishment. But if you do, I just half double crocheted. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said double crochet, but you're going to half double crochet across the front of the front panels. And you're going to, and I'll show you where you'll do the rest of your embellishments after that. But yes, if not, you don't have to do this. This is just for styling purposes, but it could just be, just how we made it. Okay, you guys, we have the jacket. We have one sleeve here. We have the second sleeve. We have the two front panels and the hood. You see how the hood came together? So about stitching this thing together, we are going to slip stitch. Me personally, I have white around the edges, so there's going to be white slip stitches across here. Well, I'm actually going to do white half double crochets across there, white double half crochets, white double half crochets down the sides, all the way across here. So basically, if I were you, I would start, excuse the heavy breathing. If I were you, I would start from here, stitching these together. And then for the sleeves, you're going to start stitching up the sides with your back panel. And then when you get to the sleeve, you're going to stitch the back side of the sleeve here. Then you're going to get the top of this and you're going to stitch down, slip stitch down here. That's if you want a solid colored hoodie. Same here. You're going to stitch these two sides together. Then you're going to open that up. You're going to stitch this up the back of the sleeve to the back part of the panel, the front part of the sleeve to the front part of the panel, and then you're going to slip stitch here, and that'll have that closed up. Then at the top, you are going to stitch the sleeves together, the shoulders together up here. Stitch the shoulders together, bam, with the sleeve, boom. So you got the shoulders. And for your hood, you're going to stitch the bottom of the hood across the neck line, and then you're going to stitch the hoods together right where the lines meet from here all the way to the back. And then you have your sweater. Now I may make a bonus video to show you how I'm going to line my whole thing in white and add different embellishments and cords to make it the funky chunky sweater. But thank you guys for viewing my tutorial. I really appreciate it. This is my first tutorial, so let me know what I can improve in the comment section, or if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. I hope you enjoy your sweater. Bye, everyone. And these are the finished jackets. They're a little different, but I'm going to take you through different things that you can do on the jacket to make it stand out. This one I put a zipper on it, but this is like not a separating zipper, so it's like a pullover because it stops here. It doesn't unzip all the way. I made some I-cords and I weaved them through, so it kind of gives it a ruffle edge, and I weaved it through so you can kind of tighten it up on your waist. But also I just put a single crocheted around the edge of the jacket and then double crocheted so that I can put the I-cord through it. I also put I-cord through the wrist with some half double crochets around the wrist here, and then I-cords around it. I did an I-cord around the hood so you can tighten this up around your face, so it just gives it a little style. This is like my I-cord one. I also, when I put my jacket together, I single crocheted everything together in orange so it can give it a little twist, That's how I made that one. Now this one, I did about the same thing, but with the double crochet at the bottom and I-cord through it. But this one actually has a separating zipper. So you can actually Open this one up all the way. I also put ruffles, and to do the ruffles, you're going to single crochet all the way around the hood, and then you're going to I put 4 triple crochets in each stitch to make the ruffle around the edge. But yes, and I put I-cords there so you can tighten it as well. So there's a lot of different things you can do to this jacket, or you can keep it plain. You can just have it one color, and you can have it as a cardigan, but I wanted mine to be hoodie zippers with zippers, and this one as well. So you see in the video how I styled it, but that is how you customize your jacket. But thank you again for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll have plenty of other videos coming soon. Thank you. Bye.